lot of the officers that are helping us with this case are Megan's age, and many of them went to high school with her. Many of them know the family, many of them know them personal. A lot of the officers and troopers and anyone working on this case takes this case very, very personal. March 13th, 2003, she was excited and eager to start that new chapter of her life. She went to work at the American Cafe. She worked from about 10:30 a.m. till about 3:30 p.m. She then went to that friend's house and hung out there from about 7:30 p.m. to midnight, where they watched the show Friends. She then advised that friend that she was going to be going home because she had to work the next day. She did go back to the area of Greenway Terrace, where she was observed by one of her friends. And at that point, we do have good information of where she went. She was scheduled to work, start her shift at noon, March 14, 2003, but she never showed up. Within the past couple of years, we were able to, by speaking with witnesses and individuals that have never been interviewed before, narrow down that timeline significantly. Within the next couple days, her body was observed by individuals on the area of Bowser Road. The state police identified her through her New York State driver's license. They observed that there were tire tracks in that open field as well, off of Bowser Road, but there was no vehicle. They did a registration check to see what vehicles belonged to her, and they found out that the sole vehicle that belonged to Megan McDonald was a 1991 Mercury Sable, color white. And an individual who lives in Kensington Manor read that article and observed that vehicle in the Kensington Manor parking lot. So the FBI, they've been assisting us with this case for the past couple of years with several new investigative techniques. It's not only the FBI, but surrounding agencies as well. This is a lot different than many other cases. Just because there's so much evidence, technology has advanced, and that's created more evidence. Investigator Corletta and I went back to the vault and we examined each item of evidence. There's over 700 items of evidence in this case, and we went through each item. When it comes to DNA, many people think that DNA is the smoking gun. But in this case, this particular case, we have to keep an open mind that Megan may very well knew her killer. And that individual's DNA, if it's in her car or as part of the crime scene, doesn't necessarily, isn't the smoking gun. Doesn't mean it's necessarily the smoking gun. It's about tying in her timeline, tying in the facts of the case, combining it with the DNA evidence.